choice, so they'll provide all the information and arrangements for you. The building that's coming up here on my right-hand side before the bridge is the Clifford Building, which also housed the office of Robert Hutton in 1941. That's why you're going to see his name on the balcony of the building there on my right, R.H.H. Hutton. Mr. Hutman passed away in 1980. He's also known as the father of the Riverwalk. His work is very much loved and cherished by the people here in San Antonio and by millions of visitors a year, making the Riverwalk the #1 visited attraction for the state of Texas. All right, now the restaurant here on my right-hand side, it's called Casa Rio Restaurant. It opened up in 1946. It was also the first restaurant to introduce sidewalk dining, the concept of boats on the river. You see back then, he used those type of boats known as gondola boats. That's the guy pushing people around the stick. Instead of having their customers line for their table, they just placed them on a boat, pushed them onto the tables ready, and they brought them back to do a real nice meal. That's what they did back in 1946. So we're making our way down to the man-made part of the Riverwalk, of which was built in early 1960s. It goes all the way to the convention center, as well as to the River Center Mall. We're about 25 feet below the street level, concrete bottom, 5 feet deep right here in this area. All right, we're now hitting our top speed of 4 miles per hour. Do you feel the wind? Oh yeah. Well, we do run at a 9.9 horsepower Yamaha engine, 4-stroke on board, good compressed natural gas. Yeah, I better slow down. The park police usually hang around this area. The building right here on my left-hand side, this is the Chamber of Commerce building here on my left. For those who have been thinking about relocating here to San Antonio, perhaps opening up a business. The people here at the Chamber, they'll be able to provide you with some useful information packages in any of these two areas. Also, since this is a man-made part of the Riverwalk, they didn't have to come up with some type of means of keeping it circulated, so it wouldn't become stagnant and attract a lot of mosquitoes and flies. So coming up here on my right-hand side is a very beautiful waterfall. Now this waterfall here to my right helps to circulate and aerate this man-made part of the river. It also helps to support the aquatic life. There's a lot of fishes that swim along the Riverwalk here, freshwater fish, like bass, perch, tilapia, catfish. But there's just no fishing allowed. It's basically for safety reasons. You can imagine people casting their lines, other people walking by. Might get hooked or something, you know. That's why there's no fishing allowed along the Riverwalk. We also have our share of turtles, crawfish, ducks. Mainly mallard ducks are the ones you see along the Riverwalk, a lot of which do stay year-round. It doesn't get too cold here during our winter season. And plus, they like the chips and tortillas the people throw at them from the restaurants, right? You know who you are. So we're going to be going into the convention extension. And we still get a good view of the Tower of the Americas. It's going to be coming up here on my right-hand side. Now looking to my right, back behind the hotel, behind the trees. The Tower of the Americas back there was built in 1968 for the purpose of the World's Fair. It was its centerpiece.